What up, Flag fam? I'm Nick. This is Tom. Welcome to episode 5 of Around the Turf.
Today we're going to be going over last week's matchups, this week's coming stuff. We got a flag survey out, so if you haven't taken it, please take it, and some other stuff we're going to go over. So hope you guys enjoy the video.
May the Force be with you.
All right, so first things first, we're going to take a look back into the games this past weekend. We had Baja playing Carters, Pacha playing Pedigo, and Carters playing Twin. So, Nick, you want to lead us off?
We had some decent games. So first we led off with the Friday Night Lights game. It was the battle of the restaurants. You had Carters versus Baja. In a Baja victory, Baja won that game 23-13. They controlled it most of the game. The defense looked phenomenal. And you got to shout out one man. This was a one-man show, this game. And he was fully charged, I'll tell you this. Carter Peterson, C3PO.
That's the guy you were just chasing.
I was just chasing him right there, and I don't think I'm going to catch him. This man was unstoppable this whole game.
Quick.
Oh, my God, fast. And nobody was catching him. He dominated the game. It was a Carter Peterson show. Deserve your flowers, Carter. Great game. And then we had
And I also want to add, too, without Shane Green,
Oh, yeah.
Carter wouldn't have had that game.
No,
And
yeah, you're
I'm
right.
excited to see how Carter does, because I would like to see him return back to his MVP
I mean,
stature.
if
Can you do it, you hillbilly? Can you do it?
Yeah. I mean, if last game was like shows anything, he looked back. He looked fully back. He outshined everybody. It was a one-man show type of game. And Baja's defense, very underrated. Baja, you are the number 2 team in this league right now behind Pacha. You've looked really good. You're impressive. You are impressive. Keep it going. Then we had some would call a bloodbath.
I know I would. I'd call it a blowout.
Yeah.
An embarrassment almost.
Yeah, it was Pacha, the undefeated team, versus Pedigo, the winless team. And it went how you'd expect.
One team remains undefeated.
Yep,
One
in
team
a
remains winless.
31-3 victory. Now, it was closer for most of it. Most of the game, it was 14-3. Heading into the fourth, it was 14-3. But then Pacha's firepower just got them.
Yeah.
And I have a new MVP favorite.
I think I can guess who it was
Yeah.
based on a Triple Crown type of game.
Yes, and
By
listen,
this guy.
Tyler the Hog Hate balled out. I mean, he wants this MVP. Yes, his quarterback was my leader beforehand, but I mean, Tyler's like, you know what, screw this. I'm going to throw for a touchdown too. He threw for one, ran for one, caught one. Triple crown in football. How often do you see that?
It's absurd. I'd like to
Absurd.
compare him to a Derrick Henry.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Who has
the
hands?
passing.
Yeah,
He does have hands.
Yeah,
and
with
I mean,
hands.
stature. Let's
Stature.
talk about
Yeah,
stature.
I mean, Tyler's a big boy, and
I just saw him at the gym right now. I'm
Yeah.
over here doing curls. I did get bumped out of the
Oh.
way. Look, okay.
Listen.
You're all yours, big guy.
Fun
all
fact,
yours.
in rival sponsor, but Baja, Tyler showed up to Baja as well with his family, and he ate. He made
Yeah?
sure he ate his food, and
What'd he get?
He got himself some tacos. Actually, he got a shrimp taco, fried the shrimp. Got a market fish taco with some fried cod, and he got a chicken taco, I believe.
Hell of a memory on you,
Oh
Nick.
yeah. I know my orders, and
That's good.
and great time, and he fueled up for the game. He had some nachos as a starter, fueled up for next week's game, and he's a force to be reckoned with. He wants his MVP. He doesn't have one yet. Some would argue he should have one already. Doesn't have one yet. I think it's his time. I mean, he has been unstoppable.
Depending on how they do voting again, if it's not a QB award, he's the front
Yes,
runner.
yeah.
There's no one close.
He
I'm
has to be.
sorry.
Yeah, he has to be.
And just saying that might piss off some of the other bigger egos on
Yeah,
that team
it
who
could. I mean,
also want that MVP.
This is the one thing I will say about Pacha. Do they go undefeated?
I think they do if they can overcome beating themselves.
I agree. Pacha is the best team. If they run the table and go undefeated, you got to argue this is the best team in BFFL history, to be honest.
I think it could.
If
Yeah,
they run
if they
the
go
table,
undefeated, absolutely.
they are. But you can't have guys who want this MVP award more than others fighting over it and being selfish about it. You're a team first. The championship is first.
I think that the MVP, again, I think it should be Barber as of now. And even then, it is kind of a coin flip.
Yeah, it's a coin flip. I mean,
but if they can overcome themselves, and I only mention that again just because when they played the Twins, and Twins kind of made it a game,
they did.
We saw them kind of imploding.
Yeah.
And they were still up. They weren't losing. You know what I mean?
And they've yet to play down.
They have yet to play down, which, again, if they keep playing like this, we may never see it.
No.
But
yeah, because
again,
they are
curious to
that
see.
dominant.
I would like to see them overcome some adversity because they haven't faced much of it.
Yeah, and then to round up last weekend's games, we had a Carter's victory against Twins. The final was 24-21. Carters did have more of a lead throughout the game. Twins kind of came back. I mean, it kind of was another pick fest, but there's a major news headline here. Basim Dika injured.
Yeah, I hear he's out for the season.
At
quarterback.
We'll see here now. Originally, he felt pops. He thought it might have been a meniscus. He was very nervous. A scary injury.
Had
He
enough
had to come out the
ACLs
game.
this year
And
that
it's
have been blown.
unfortunate too. And it happened on defense. He got juked. Fun fact, he
Is
got
that-
juked.
Oh, you hate to hear
Yeah,
that.
it's not good to get your ankles actually broken.
You
And
hate
that's
to hear
what
that.
happened to Basim. But he went to a doctor. No torn meniscus.
Good.
Partial tear of something. My memory's not great. But recovery time, 1 to 6 weeks. So
It's a pretty big range, but
big range. So maybe he could play, maybe he won't. If I know Adika, he's going to try to tough it out.
That's
I
true.
just hope he doesn't hurt himself more.
I hear that he had some R&R this week as well up north.
Oh.
That might have made him feel a little better.
Yeah.
You'd hope so. I hear he did well. So
Yeah, of course he did well. Them Dikas,
those Dikas.
Those Dikas. Also, besides that point, Jason Comisar came in at QB. Didn't do a bad job, but
Jason's got an arm. Jason
he has
can
a
play the
he has
position,
he knows what he's
but
doing.
you're just losing that valuable receiver out
And
there.
and Finn Costello, he threw for close to 400 yards and 3 touchdowns.
How many interceptions?
Multiple.
2?
He had multiple. He had 2 picks.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Well,
shout
at least
out
he's got a
Brian
positive
Conklin,
ratio.
beast mode game. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. Some would argue could have had 3 at about the 10-yard line.
Travis Kelce type
Yeah,
pass back.
pitched it to Jaya Goddard, who ran it in. It was a selfless play by him. Could have tried
That's
to
what
juke
you
out
love
and
to
score.
see that.
That's the guy you want. Now, also, I have gotten a phone call from Finn after this game.
Did you?
Oh, he hit me up.
What did he have to say?
So Finn, he was fired up with the victory. I mean, first of all, the original news headline I thought we'd be coming in with today is Carter's imploding because against Baja they looked bad. Against Pacha they looked really bad. So going into Twins, who's off a win and close loss to Pacha before that, looked like Twins could have the game. Well, Carter's proved everybody wrong. They came back and they won. Finn called me. He said he may not be the best quarterback in this league until he is. And when he is, everybody else has to watch out.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nick. If you know what's good for you, don't hold your breath waiting for it.
Yeah, it might never happen, but you never know. Maybe we have Finn comeback season. Maybe he does another lead to a championship.
It'd be interesting to see.
He wasn't the 1 seed on his first chip. Just saying, he was not the 1 seed on his first chip. Also, shout out Sam Lunsford, 3 sacks.
3 sacks.
3 sacks. Absolute beast mode.
Uh-huh.
What do you expect?
Sack lunch.
Yeah,
I mean, it was only
yeah.
a matter of time before he had his, coming out
Yeah,
game. So it's a
and-
big BC Sam Lunsford game.
Yeah,
Big.
with a little bit of Finn.
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle of Finn. He
So,
almost had 400.
Next, we're going to go up to our next week predictions. What
Yeah,
we think,
we got
for
some
this
big games
weekend's
coming up this
games.
weekend.
We have a big battle of the brothers. Who will be the man of the house in the Sheehy household?
Oh,
Carter's versus Pedigo.
this is a
Can
big
Pedigo
one.
break that streak?
Yeah, they've been
Can
looking
Perucci
bad.
get it together?
Kyle, he hasn't had it this year. Now I have heard around the league, Kyle's a little frustrated. People aren't showing up for his team,
You gotta have people
and
to show. It's
everybody's
so hard.
got to
That's-
show.
It's so tough to win a game when you're playing both sides of the ball 4 quarters. You need your people to show up.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. When I was on the Red Rockets,
Yeah.
we had a good team with Shane, Comisar, me,
Yeah.
you know, but
Nobody
we'd
showed.
have 7-8 people show
Yeah.
up by the end of the game. We're gassed. We had no subs.
Yes, and with Pedigo's start and then that complaint, you got to question Coach Jack Sheehy's draft. Jack, the season before, he had the best draft.
Yeah.
He had the Royal Creeps, amazing draft. This one, it's looking like he took some risks that might not be paying off. Now, a lot can change. He could still make a playoff run. He could prove all the doubters wrong with Kyle Perucci. They could still win the chip, theoretically.
They could. They're not out of it yet.
No, but they have to beat Carter's. If they lose to Carter's, you could pretty much write them off.
So who do you got?
I'm going to give the edge to Pedigo here.
Really? Break the
I-
losing streak.
I just have a weird feeling it's going to be a weird, low-scoring game.
Okay.
I'm going to base it off the quarterbacks. It's Finn, who just said he's not the best yet, but when he is, maybe this game is the best. I don't think it is yet. I think they have a slight coming out party. I do have Pedigo here. What about you?
I'm going to go the opposite.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to
fair.
say the man of the house is going to be JJ. after
younger
this
brother.
game. I think he's going to take that crown just because Pedigo, they're lost right now.
Yeah,
Nick.
they are. I mean,
I believe, I believe in 4.
yeah,
I
know,
do.
I know.
No one can throw a tighter spiral than that
Yeah,
guy.
no,
but
they can't.
It's just not looking too good
It's
right
not.
now.
It's not.
I got to go with what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is Carter's
it's very
has a little
fair.
more together.
It's very fair. I'm rooting for the upset here, and if I'm wrong, Pedigo, I will never pick you again. I'll just be honest. This is your last chance.
Heard it there first.
This is your
And
last chance.
Nikki's giving you your last chance.
Okay. Well, so next game we have Baja versus Twins. It's another matchup that has yet to happen yet. This could be an interesting game. You have potentially Basim. I hope, honestly, Basim, for your health, don't play yet. Just give it another week.
That's true.
Give it another week.
Your
But
team does
potentially-
need you, but
Yeah, potentially Basim and potentially Declan against their former coach who they just won a championship with.
that's Declan didn't do too hot last game, right? I don't.
He was you know what he did do? He had a chance to make a clutch play.
And what happened?
Sideline catch on 4th down. It was dropped. It wasn't an easy catch, but
His age showing.
his age showing. I mean, joints are bad.
Joints could be bad,
Yeah.
and I have heard murmurs. Declan could be looking for a trade if this game doesn't go his way.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll be the first to say it. He should not be allowed to request a trade. He was drafted as a quarterback who are untradeable. You screwed
That's
this
a
up yourself.
very good point.
Also, I want to just bring this point across as well. Declan was in talks about the summer league and made a comment. Oh, I might have to play quarterback in the summer.
I've been hearing
BFFL.
that too.
This man should be banned from ever playing the quarterback position again in this league. How the hell are you going to let somebody sign up for quarterback again after he was supposed to be the quarterback this year, doesn't get a snap? The starting quarterback hurt. He doesn't even get considered to go in the game. So clearly he's that bad. So don't let him be any team's like Achilles. He's going to be the Achilles heel to any team he's a quarterback on. So don't waste the time of putting him at quarterback again. He's ruined his opportunity.
I mean, they got their number 1 receiver pick playing quarterback
Yeah.
now. It's messed up.
It goes to show.
It goes to show. I agree. I have heard him talking about, being quarterback, this, that.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed, buddy.
It's sailed.
You had your chance.
It's sailed.
Look,
You either keep
Beacon
trying to
Flag
play
Football
receiver with
League.
your bad knees or you throw in the white towel and retire, Declan. But as a quarterback, I would hate to see it.
fool me once sort
Yeah.
of thing,
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you again. It's
No.
either he plays quarterback or he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like a draft
Go in
strategy.
now for Twins maybe if
It's-
you want to play quarterback next season and prove yourself.
That's true.
Right now you got nothing on tape.
Nothing on. Look, I know what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants one of these
Yep.
and his receivers to go deep and the wobbly ball.
Yep.
Something like Peyton Manning 2015.
Yeah.
Couldn't complete a 20-yard
No,
ball.
no, he couldn't. And Declan ain't completing a 10-yard ball, let's be real.
I'd like to see it.
And then our final matchup.
We got.
Oh, wait, actually, who do you got in the Baja versus Twins?
I'm taking Baja easily.
Yeah.
Again, they're a powerhouse team right now.
They're
Shane
looking
Green's
good.
playing good. CP's coming into his own. I think they match up well, especially with Twins quarterback issues.
Yeah,
That's the biggest question mark.
I
there.
agree 100%. And you know what? Chemistry-wise, not talent-wise, chemistry-wise, I think Baja is the tightest knit team we got here. it's very reminiscent of Ryan's Billy Joe's team last year.
Yeah.
Coach McKeon, he knows how to get his team together.
Speaking from experience with Coach McKeon, he keeps us tight. He runs a tight ship.
He runs a tight ship. He keeps everybody close. He keeps everybody involved. Keeps everybody wanting to play for each other. This is a type of formula where you could upset a team that's better than you. When you are playing for each other, they're out there playing for each other. They don't have a selfish person like, I want this, I want that. They all play for each other, which is big. Even though, like, you're going to look at Shane, amazing. It's a Chase Green and C3PO show. Doesn't really throw the ball to much other people, but until they could stop it, keep doing it.
Yeah, it's true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, don't. All right. So now we have our Sunday morning matchup. The last 2 games we did were Saturday. Sunday morning matchup, we have Pacha versus Twins. This is a rematch of a game that was close. Twins gave Pacha the closest run for their money they had all season. Tom, what do you think?
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be closer than people think. I'm going to give the edge to Pacha just because, again, they're undefeated. But I think that a quarterback switch might be good because I know some of the players, I'm not going to name names, some of the players on Twins were calling for quarterback switches mid-game, So if Komazar comes in and he starts slinging it, that could change the whole dynamic.
It really could, but here's my issue. They need Komazar out there playing receiver because
unless Declan steps up.
Declan and then Sturman, who's been great so far.
Yeah, Sturman's
those are their
solid.
main 2 weapons. But you know what? I think Twins is the team that's actually imploding. I think Pacha routes them.
Yeah?
I think it's a rout. I don't think it's close. Pacha knows what happened last game. They want to go out there and smoke them. I think Pacha smokes them.
I think Pacha wins, but I think they keep it within 3.
Okay, well, interesting.
I'd give Twins 3.
I give Twins 25.
Eesh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And, the last game of the weekend, we have Pedigo versus Baja. Now, what do you think about that?
This game is also an interesting game. You got to remember, they opened up this season. It was a close game. Pedigo led most of the game, 21-14 final. And back corner of the end zone, a touchdown to Dylan Kelly.
It was a controversial call,
Controversial call, ended up being a no touchdown. Would have tied the game, or they could have went for 2 and go for the win. Now it's the rematch. Give me Pedigo again.
You're taking Pedigo twice this weekend.
Again. Comeback of all comebacks.
I think it also is going to be close. I don't think Sheehy wants to lose to McKeon again. I don't think that's something in the cards. So just on that alone, I'm almost inclined to agree with you,
Listen, listen, Pedigo's going to stay the 2 seed after this. They're going to stay, not Pedigo. Baja will stay the 2 seed after this. It's not going to affect their seeding. But this is Pedigo's go get 'em game. Asterisks. I don't know if I did that right.
That looks like an asterisk to me.
Yeah, it's good enough. If Dylan Kelly plays.
Okay.
If Dylan Kelly plays.
No, again,
if
people
he's
gotta
not,
show up.
If he's not showing up, scratch it. Baja and a route, not close. If Dylan Kelly is there, give me Pedigo 2-2, jumping the Twins, and Twins sitting in last at the end of this weekend. Now it's bold. It's bold. They might not win both, but Pedigo, I'm putting something in you that something happens. Just something.
I think, the Carter's Pedigo and Pedigo Baja, I think Pedigo Baja is going to be closer than Carter's Pedigo.
No, it's fair. Pedigo doesn't match up bad with Baja defensively. Offensively, they struggled a lot. But
and you got to remember, too, McKeon coached Pedigo this year.
Yeah.
So what do we think? You think Ryan's going to try to use some of those plays? I think
smoke screen.
I think he's going to have.
I think he's smart.
I agree.
Smoke screen. Smoke screen.
Or maybe it is all a front. Maybe he does use the same plays. Ryan thinks that he did change it up.
He's just trying to get in Ryan's head.
I don't know. There's a lot that could happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I am excited about that game. I think that's going to be the best of the weekend.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because of it's a championship rematch.
Yeah, it's a championship rematch, and Pedigo, you can't keep staying on the bottom. Pedigo, if Pedigo wants a chance to make the playoffs, they lost to Twins head to head. They have to win these 2 games. If they lose one of these 2 games, their season is as good as over. I don't think it really happened to anybody else. So
there's not much they can do.
Not much you can do because of that tiebreaker with Twins. So you must win both. Go out and prove people wrong. I have faith.
All right. Well, after a word from our sponsors, we are going to continue with, our survey that was
Yeah,
sent out
the
to
live
players.
survey. We're going to do a
We
little
got some
live
very
reaction
interesting
for
stuff.
you.
We haven't seen it yet, so we're going to screen record. We're going to make it live so you guys can see what we're looking at. And, we got some hot topics around the league. So
Yeah.
we'll get back to you guys in a little bit.
See you guys soon. In the heart of our community lies a team dedicated to your winning smile. Proud sponsors of our beloved Flag Football League, Beacon Dental brings precision, care, and expertise to your dental needs. From routine checkups to game-changing treatments, their passion for oral health keeps our community shining bright. Join us in thanking a local business that supports both your dental wellness and our love for the game. Visit Beacon Dental today for a winning smile that lasts a lifetime. Beacon Dental, where your smile is their top priority. Proud sponsors of the Beacon Flag Football League. All right, guys. So, as you can see, we had 65 responses from our anonymous poll here.
And I'd like to shout out Jack Sheehy for creating the survey and stuff. It's pretty cool.
And
It
you
gets-
know what?
It gets a good feeler of the league.
And the
where
results
everyone's
of
head's
the
at.
survey go to show Jack is the most valuable person of this league.
So in
As
first place.
the most first place votes for favorite coach was Jack Sheehy. The record don't matter. He's loved by everybody.
Yeah,
It's very
unanimously.
fair. And then you have Ryan with the second most first place votes.
Again, very close. I
Yes.
think the voting came in points-wise, 221 Jack, 220 Ryan.
Wow.
So a
Tight-knit battle
for that
between the
favorite
top two
coach.
guys. And, Rich is in third, slightly over Mo, and then JJ has the least, unfortunately. JJ just has to get his name out more. He's a very likable coach once you get to know him. However, Rich was the third most for first place votes, but for last place votes, we have an overwhelming 23 people ranked Commissioner Richard Rinaldi as their least favorite coach. I wonder why. It's probably every other player in this league that's not on his team due to a lot of corruption people assume to have with him.
And I mean, it's not an assumption.
Yeah.
There is corruption. Richard is corrupt. It's no secret.
yep.
He
Listen,
pulls strings so things work for him. He
people-
knows it.
Besides the people the Mad King helped out, most people did not like the Mad King, and it all makes sense.
And again, we had a pretty good feedback on this survey. It
Yeah.
only came out last night, and we got 65
responses,
so.
which is impressive. And then, though, at the same time, Ryan also shout out only 4 for 5th place.
So the lowest.
Yeah, the lowest.
So
But Sheehy, as you could see, for 4th place got the lowest, and he got the most for 3rd place. So, slight edge.
interesting.
Yep. So we'll move on. Now, these are some of the responses.
Hold on. Where did Mo rank? Mo was third.
Mo is
Yes, Mo is third.
Mo's in third.
Okay.
I mean, Coach Mo Dika, you gotta love the guy. He's an essential part of this flag league, in my opinion. I
agree.
love him on the sidelines.
And
He's
what?
great.
No matter how worked up he gets over there and how pissed off he gets about hopping the fence,
Yeah.
getting in,
He loves it.
He loves
He loves
this.
it. He
He
lives
loves
for-
us.
he lives for flag.
He lives for flag.
He has sons and nephews in this league, so
Hey,
he's an essential
It's
part.
a flag family.
It's a flag family, and the Dikas are a big part of it. So now let's look at some of the favorite players voted for. So this is our whole list. We got Shane Chase, forever. CP, forever. Conklin, Barber, No Fly. Shane, Louis, Irish Bull.
Irish Bull.
Barber, Tyler the Hog, LePere, No Fly. Couple of Nick Lentinis right there.
Lentini, Sturman,
New players,
Jai.
Sturman, good. Jaya, Conklin, we're getting a couple of
Ollie
Lincoln.
T.
I'm surprised that's his first
I'm
vote. Yeah,
I
I'm surprised
agree.
that's his first vote. He deserves a lot. You're seeing Shane pop up a little bit.
Shane is the
Mike
the
Big
name
Country. He's not even playing this year, but he got a vote. Congrats.
I wonder who wrote down Declan Costello.
I think this
Let's
could
just
be a
take
little bit of
guess.
corruption here. I think Declan voted for himself. I'm going to be honest. I don't know anybody that would vote for him. Chase Green and Shane Green have a lot of votes. Another Ali T. Ty Long. We got to shout out Ty Long. You know,
Ty Long, I hated you for a long time, but
he's a great
you
guy.
grew on me.
You're a
You grew
great
on me,
guy,
kid.
Ty Long. You're very likable. Fun fact about Ty Long. He's been on every championship team that's ever won in flag.
Really?
Every championship team.
Some could say he is the glue.
He's a glue. He's a team first type of guy. But
Love to
we'll
see
see if
it.
he wins
Love
this
to
year.
see it.
And another one right after him.
the horny
The
bastard.
horny bastard,
cornerback
Jamie
one.
Kuka. Listen, this kid, he might not be the most athletic on the field, but he makes plays and he tries hard.
And even then, I think that's so underrated. I think that's a stale narrative. You know,
Yeah.
when Jimmy first got in the league, I think last year was really his coming out year because that guy
I
was
don't
locked
even
down at
argue that
corner.
he was locked down at quarter when he was on the Royal Creeps.
Yeah.
With the
He's
championship.
only gotten better.
He's good.
He's only gotten
He's
better.
good. Another one for Barber,
Barber.
little Dylan Kelly. We have a Rich Ronaldo.
I don't know who the hell that
Rich,
guy is.
I think they just spelled his name Ronaldo. Why not?
Carter.
CP. Now we're
Here's
getting the
Ollies.
Ollie
Here's
T's.
the Ollie T's, rightfully so.
Oh, we don't have No Fly. We have Mike Mazzocchio, his real name. Fun fact, fit guys. No Fly's name is Michael Mazzocchio.
I'm sure no one's actually ever heard that because
Yeah.
he's only called No Fly.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Michael Mazzocchio. TJ
TJ
Reed.
Reed.
Tyler Rosado, listen. He's just a likable guy. Look at him. He's in the freaking the Christmas card. Very likable guy. More Chase LePere.
LePere.
Jose Vasquez, new guy. I'm gonna guess that's Ryan McKeon, Coach Ryan McKeon's vote, if I had to guess. That's Coach Ryan McKeon's vote.
I think he would vote a lot. Look,
Yeah.
I think he'd vote for anyone
Carter
on his team.
Pete, yeah,
You know.
yeah, he would.
But I could see Ryan.
Yeah,
Jose.
another NA.
NA.
Anthony
You
Lomorello.
couldn't pick someone. NA?
Nice vote, new guy. CP, Finn, that also
All
might
right,
be
yeah.
a Costello
I
narrative here.
I promise you,
Did-
no one other than Finn wrote
Did
Finn.
both Costellos vote for themselves?
1
This is a
million
question to
percent.
ask.
1,000,000%.
Also, Barber probably, there's a couple of Barber votes. He probably also voted for himself, let's be honest.
I think he might have voted for himself more than once.
he
knowing that
he
guy.
could have used different numbers in this poll. Another Jimmy Kuka. Nice Komazar, and then Ali.
Ali.
Yes.
So I'm seeing the names that really popped
There
up.
are
were
some likable
CP,
guys. Yeah, CP,
Barber,
Barber,
Ali
Ali,
T.
finally, after we shouted
yeah.
out. You got some no-flies.
Got some no
Yeah,
flies and then you know, a
both
couple
the Green
sprinkles.
brothers. And yeah, that was a good vote. Good poll.
All right, so next we we asked the players what we thought their favorite jersey
Jerseys
was,
were.
and in first place we
Is
have
Baja.
Baja's
The creamsicles. Throwback Buccaneers. I mean, those are sick
Yeah, the
jerseys.
creamsicle is a very
Yeah.
cool concept.
Yeah.
The jerseys are getting better.
Yeah, they are. They're stepping up every
It's
season.
really nice to have.
And a close second
a second
was the Twins black and red. My personal favorite is Twins. I
Wow,
think
beat 'em
those
by
black
one.
and red are sick jerseys. And then Pacha is in last.
Honestly,
For
my
first place votes.
Twins your favorite?
Twins is my
I
favorite.
think Carter's is my favorite.
Carter's
I
is
I
nice.
like that purple and
Yeah,
gold.
the purple is they're
I-
relatively low too.
I like that purple and gold a lot.
Now let's see though who got the most last place votes because that's more telling than who got the least first place votes.
Second, a big tie
Second
for
was
second
was very close with everybody.
with Carter's.
Pacha's still in the back. You gotta wonder if
alternate.
Pacha gets the alternate too.
Have you seen the alternate? I
Yeah,
actually haven't
that
even
Carter's
seen
wore the alternate the other day. They're nice, but you know what? I participated in this poll. I'm not gonna lie. That was my last place. It doesn't represent a team here. I'm sorry. That's my last
Yeah, I
place.
agree.
It's my last place.
it. Resounding third place was Carter's. That purple and
Okay.
gold again. They're my one.
So yeah, that's a sick jersey. Fourth is a tie between Pedigo and Pacha,
Okay.
and then your big losers here.
I like Pedigos as well. I wasn't that crazy about Pacha's. I do like
kind of
Pedigos.
like Pacha's.
Pacha's is simple.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, overwhelming. Oh, and look, the digital camo.
Yeah, it came in. Well,
Came
I
in
think it's
last.
also.
I mean, it's tough. It doesn't represent a team. They're cool jerseys, but like, if you're not representing a team, nobody has an emotional attachment to it.
It's
So like,
true.
it's gonna be hard to get a vote.
And what? That was the first time they wore it, right? I still haven't even seen the jersey,
first time
to be
they
honest,
wore it.
so.
And then you did get Pacha with a lot of last place votes, which I do like their jerseys. I'm not gonna lie.
They're simple,
And,
but
yeah,
just compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, fair. And then Pedigo as well is down there low as well.
See, I like the blue
I
and
like
pink.
Pedigos. I like. I don't know. The colors just get me a little bit. They don't remind you of any type of team.
I mean, I guess so. You could argue like a Miami like Marlins, sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which I like. Next question with a resounding, almost unanimous
Almost
answer.
unanimous. I
You
want to
could-
know who said the no. Does it show
Whoever
numbers?
said no is ass, clearly, because
One person
yeah.
said no.
one, so it's either a
have-
mistake or you suck. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
whoever said no,
better.
you should feel like a big scumbag right now. You ruined a 100% poll.
That's true.
Whoever you are, you should feel like a real scumbag.
but I would like to take a moment and just 64 out of
65
65
people
responses,
said they liked the BFFL.
liked playing in the BFFL.
It just shows that they're doing something right. This
That's
league is here
awesome.
to stay.
That
It's
is
an awesome
awesome to
league.
see.
That's great to see. Yeah, and even with like drama that you get and people complaining about things, everybody still likes it.
So Okay, we had one answer no, but two responded back as to why no. Need more sex.
That could be Jimmy Kuka.
Take it
Oh,
easy.
no. Oh,
Is this
no.
you on your burner?
Oh no.
And Ryan McKeon makes me want to shoot myself.
You know, like
You know?
if you don't love them, you might want to shoot yourself. It's
That's-
one of the two.
Yeah, you love them or you hate them.
No, you love them or you shoot yourself.
If you wrote that and you're willing to give yourself up, I'm actually curious.
Yeah,
what about
you
him
could just
makes you
do an
wanna shoot
anonymous
yourself?
DM to the flag Instagram just to say who it was. I'd love to
I'm
know.
just genuinely curious.
Yeah. All right.
Has it been,
Been
easy to attend
your games.
Now this is actually kind of surprising. I
Yeah,
figured it'd
big.
be more no's
Yeah.
than yeses.
Most people have been good though, resounding 78%, which is 51 of the votes. Only 14 said it hasn't been easy. I mean, surprising because a lot of times the scheduling changes a lot, which could screw people over, but it seems like people make time for flag.
which is awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome to see.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, that's again a bigger answer than I was expecting, and here are some of the reasons why.
Okay.
Let's see. Commissioner keeps changing the scheduling. Yep.
Yeah,
Changing of
100%.
times and dates.
100%.
Scheduling.
League
League
scheduling, you jizz cakes. And you know what?
creative.
You are jizz cakes for changing all the time. Have your set schedule and rock with it. You release a schedule, why do you change it?
Set in
You could
stone.
flex games like the NFL does. If one of the primetime Friday night games looks like shit, flex it to a
this is
different
a
one.
whole- this
But
is
you can't
wholesome.
do that. Let me see. I think the scheduling could be more consistent, but I love y'all what you are doing. Very true.
I love what y'all are doing.
Oh, I love what y'all are doing. Schedule changing is absurd.
Yep.
I just been busy
I
myself.
just been busy
yeah, you know,
myself.
it happens.
All
Some
right,
people are
talk to me.
busy. The changes in the schedule every week are absolutely ridiculous. Agreed.
Yep.
Tough personal schedule. Schedule changes every day. So guys,
Yeah. So the
this is
resounding answer with
resounding.
that is
A
scheduling.
major issue in this league is clearly the scheduling
And
changing.
I'm honestly gonna agree. That was kind of a big thing when I was playing as well.
Yeah.
I hated that. We'd have
Yeah.
a time set and then something would come
Like
up.
you
and
can't
it's like,
expect everybody to change their days because of one player.
No, and
like,
you got to
the-
move around your whole day because of it.
Because
if it's
of
like
one
a morning
player,
game
yeah.
where someone lives a little further away,
Yeah.
they got to wake up now way earlier than expected.
exactly.
And it's just
It's
I
not
agree.
right. Or some people work at certain times, and now if you're scheduling the game later, they have to miss because of work. You make a schedule, follow it. It's
think-
not that complicated. Follow it. If your best player can't show up to it, too bad. They have the schedule ahead of time. They plan around it, and if they can't show, that's a question on their commitment.
I think there's got to be like a minimum time.
Yeah.
You know, like at least look, that was a good one. At least a week in advance. Yeah, every week.
Yeah.
Or a week and a half.
Yeah.
Just like set in stone. After that, the date doesn't change.
Yeah,
it's
you-
either you make it or you don't.
You can't,
know?
sometimes they're scheduling up until it happens. Like
Yeah,
it's-
you'll get a text the night before, hey, game changed to this
Yeah,
time.
it's-
Like,
it's
that's
crazy.
absurd. People have lives.
And now, to be honest, though, the one thing I will give them, which has been slightly better, last season in the summer, the scheduling changing was so absurd that two teams couldn't make it and they'd have to schedule with each other.
Yeah,
Would happen a lot. That was absurd. when that
Yeah,
was
and
going
you don't
on.
want to leave it up to that.
No,
I mean,
you
it shows that our players have tenacity.
Yeah,
and
they
want
want to play, but it's just like
But it's a pain in the
they have
ass.
something they need to follow. Make them follow it. It's plain and simple. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop touching the screen, Tom. It's all you.
Do you plan on playing next season? Again,
92% are
60
coming
out
back.
of 65 are coming back,
Yeah.
and we look forward to seeing you
Yeah.
guys. Those other 5,
Yeah,
try
yeah.
those on for size.
Those other 5, suck it. We'll see you later. There's plenty of replacements, and we're going to add another team. So we'll have plenty of guys.
Or maybe you guys are moving or something,
Yep.
but whatever.
Okay, let's see the reasons.
glad
why.
that you guys are
yeah.
coming back.
Yeah, true. Okay, one's unavailable, fair. Another one's
Okay,
retired.
unavailable.
Somebody's retiring after the season. I wonder who
Respect,
it is.
brother.
Respect to your retirement. I
Respect.
wonder who you are.
Hold on. I'd like to take a guess here. Who do you think's retiring?
I think Declan is retiring.
Declan
No, it's not
talks
Declan.
a lot.
It's the talk.
Me and Deck actually talked before this last season, and
Yeah.
he was going to retire with me.
Yeah,
And look at him now.
yeah. So no,
he loves it
he's
too
never
much.
retiring.
Especially, look, he's talking about playing quarterback.
Who would be the guy retiring?
I'm going to go 4.
Kyle Perucci.
I'm going to go Kyle Perucci.
Quarterback 1, if he doesn't improve his team, he's just going to be done with it. You know, I might go with the head coach.
Really?
I think
you thinking?
I think it might be Ryan McKeon. I think he's gonna try to win a championship, go up 2 rings, and have the bragging rights, and just go up off top, go off on top.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's the way to do it. You don't
Yeah.
want to decline.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. Let's see. I only have one leg now. You gotta wonder, is that Basim Dika?
I mean,
Potentially.
it could be.
It could be.
That's again, all right.
Not 100%. Not sure my schedule will be for summer season. Fair.
Fair.
Might not have the time with it for work.
Fair.
Okay, so every
Yeah.
excuse is fair. It's no bitching.
Yeah, it's-
Sorry about our comments.
I'm glad that if you answered no, it's not because you didn't enjoy playing in the league. It's just scheduling.
Look at this
conflicts,
next
which
one.
is fair.
This next one is telling.
Do you tell people you know about the league? 100%.
All 100% yes rate.
I mean, there's
Everybody
no...
talks about the Beacon Flag Football League to everybody they know. It's just what it is. Me and Tom are becoming famous places in Beacon. Soon we'll be around the state. Soon we'll be around the country. You guys just wait for it.
I tell you what, there's no better line than you're, talking to someone at the bar, like, hey, have you heard of my local flag football league?
Exactly.
Like,
it's,
there's
it's
nothing
awesome.
cooler than
it's
you can
awesome.
say.
It's awesome. It just gets people to want to play with each
But
other.
it's true. I feel like whenever I'm talking about it with people or around people,
Everybody
everyone
loves
wants to join.
it. Everybody
asks, how can I join?
Yeah, everybody
You know?
wants to join. In the Beacon community, the older community in Beacon, they love it.
Which is,
They love it.
Yeah, no, which is
It's
awesome.
entertaining. It's nice. It's a Beacon formed league with real Beaconites.
It's true.
A lot of Beaconites, and you got
I'd
people
say
from other towns coming.
95% are all from Beacon.
Yeah, and we're love the expansion.
Yeah,
Keep expanding.
please, yeah.
Keep bringing other people in. This is our league, though. Our little city's
the
league.
Beacon Flag
The
Football
Beacon
League.
Flag Football League.
But we
not
welcome
the
all.
not the New York City changed Beacon Flag Football League. It's the Beacon New York Beaconite Flag Football League. The OG Beaconheads Flag Football League. The born and raised in Beacon, played Beacon sports Flag Football League.
Heard it there first, son.
Yeah.
Now, is Commissioner Rinaldi doing a good job in his position?
You know what? It's
I'm
still a
actually
good amount of
surprised
yeses.
that there is this many
Yeah,
yeses.
me too, me
because
too.
of the clown that
Yeah,
he is.
47 of the 65 said yes, only 18 said no. So
No,
I mean,
honestly, I think Richard does do a good job.
yeah,
All
he
jokes
does.
aside,
Jokes aside, he does.
it's
He
not
does.
easy to
No.
keep up with. We see it with Jack Sheehy and just the media side of things.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a lot.
It's a lot.
Never mind.
There's a lot to keep up with, and Rich has been, good behind the league.
I think as good as anyone could do. Is there someone better?
Sure, there could be
Probably,
way
but-
better than Rich, but keep Rich in. He
Rich
started
in.
this.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see who said no. Why? He changes game times to benefit him.
Correct.
Corrupt. He's
Correct.
corrupt as fuck. Corrupt.
Correct.
He sucks. Okay. He's weird. Somebody said he's
Weird.
just a weird guy. I'm sorry, Rich.
This one's good.
Yeah. Schedule changes are ridiculous. Okay, it's fair.
Kid's a dick.
Kid's a dick.
Maybe-
He can be a dick sometimes.
You should maybe, I don't know,
No-
attack him or
Yeah.
something.
Hey, no threatening here. His scheduling is terrible. The reffing is terrible. The reffing is horrible. It has to be
reffing
fixed.
is
I've tried to
horrible.
address this multiple times in these videos. Fix the freaking refs. Players should not ref. It's plain and simple. It's common sense. All right, what else do we got?
oh, wait a minute.
Oh, we skipped a lot.
Oh, we were at the bottom of the
The
list. We didn't see
constant
the top stuff
rescheduling.
here.
Yep. Guy moves game every 2 seconds.
So
yep.
this is resounding.
Rich, you see what to fix.
Yeah.
Needs to stick to his own choices and stop listening to other
He's-
people. Okay, that one's just
Okay.
not true. He can't keep a rule straight. Okay.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, yeah, he
They
can't.
came out with a rule book,
Yeah.
and it seems like the refs, again, but this comes back to reffing, that, they throw flags on what they want and what they
Yeah.
don't. So it's
Yeah.
reffing definitely could be better. I'd like to see some
Yeah.
change in that going forward.
He's rich. Another one.
but- yeah, well. he is
Scheduling
rich.
again.
Yeah.
Scheduling. Benefits.
And then back,
Yep.
Can't
Can't have a coach be the
commissioner.
commissioner and reschedule games after saying they wouldn't accommodate teams.
I mean, I
Yeah.
fully agree, but what do you expect?
Yeah.
I agree that it's wrong, but whoever wrote that, if you were also a coach and the commissioner, what would you do for your team?
Yeah, maybe.
I see
maybe
what he's
get him
doing.
out of a coach, get
It
him
ain't right.
fired, get him fired. Maybe.
It ain't right, but I see what he's doing.
Go for his job.
All right,
Oh, who
here's a
would be
good
your
one.
choice of commissioner? Well, we have a lot of votes. So
Well, it looks like.
we have some Jack Sheehy counts here.
I'm seeing high Jack
Hi,
Sheehy
Jack Sheehy.
counts.
Keep Rich. No one can replace him. Tom Flynn gets a vote over here. Sami Dika. Tom Flynn with the vote. Why Rock?
I promise, I didn't write
Yeah,
my
yeah.
own name. That actually
Okay,
wasn't
wait, let's
me.
see. If you just scroll over them, it'll say. So just scroll over everyone, it'll say. Ryan with 2. Why Rock? Zach Barber.
I think we know.
No one. The league will crumble. Okay, fair. Let's see what's
I
this
know.
one with
Well,
the
someone
2.
just didn't know how to
Oh, that's
spell
Ryan.
Jack's name.
Okay, Jack
Another
Sheehy.
Jack.
Yep, go left.
Sami.
Sami Dika.
Ryan got 2.
No one else
If
is
you
cut
think
out.
Richard is corrupt,
Yeah, this would be
you want
this league
Ryan
would burn
McKeon
to the
running the
ground.
league.
Yeah, I'm sure that might be a Ryan McKeon vote.
It
No one. Dude is killing it. Nice.
Good.
No one,
No one
can replace Rich. Nick Albra.
All right.
Mo Dico
Mo
with 2.
Dico.
That'd be an interesting commish.
I fear corruption there as
Mike
well.
Mullins, Coach Mullins. That would be awesome. I'm all for that. Rich,
That would be awesome.
scoot your ass over. We'll put Mullins in there.
Who else? Mike Bologna.
Mike Bologna.
Uh-huh.
That'd be sick. Me. Whoever me is, sure. Keep Rich. Sheehy with 3.
Jack got 3.
Another 3, so Sheehy was 6.
Jack
with it was
Jack's got what?
Yeah, with 8.
8? No, and the one over here too. That's
Is it
9
spelled wrong?
votes
9
for
votes.
Jack.
Forever Williams, he'd be sick. Finn, he would not be
no,
sick.
Thank you.
Finn again,
No,
too.
thank you.
Finn
with
with the 5 votes. Declan,
I wonder who wrote Declan.
if Declan ever becomes commissioner of this league, I can promise you, Around the Turf will cease to exist.
Yeah, that's true. If Declan ever became commissioner, we will resign the next day. You will never hear from us
Yep, you will
again.
never hear from us again.
Who do we got? Captain
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
Okay.
Well, I guarantee Finn wrote that.
Yeah, probably.
Finn, 1,000,000%
Okay.
wrote that.
Brian J. Rinaldi.
Okay.
Okay, another Rinaldi.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Okay.
8 him in.
So the highest.
It would
count
be
we-
Jack, and you know what? If you had to vote for another commissioner, it would be Jack.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it would be Jack. It would be Jack for
and
sure.
he'd do
He'd
a
be
good
the
job.
fairest one, and he controls the media. If they lost Jack, this league would be in shambles.
Up in flames. I mean, hey.
They would play, but that's about all they would get out of it.
Nick,
It's
they-
just playing games.
They saw our live show the other night.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell them.
Yeah,
what
that
we
was
are
without Jack, the live show. Exactly.
If you guys couldn't tell,
Yeah.
the poverty show that we
Yeah.
had.
All right, we have some championship predictions. Who will win the chip? It is a tie between Baja and Pacha with
65
18
answers
votes
here
each.
as well. Wow. That's pretty
Interesting.
crazy.
Carter's in 3rd. Pedigo 4th. Twins Barbershop got the least amount of votes, which means Twins players, you weren't filling out the form clear as day. Do better.
Yeah, it's true.
Interesting. Baja and Pacha
Interesting. So
tied.
it's a coin flip.
And that's my championship prediction.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pacha
versus
Baja.
Baja?
I think I'd agree with you, but
Yeah.
I could see one of these guys
Just
sneaking
sneak it in there.
I could see that,
Yeah.
but I like that.
Yeah.
Best player in the league.
Oh, let's see. This is
And
big.
this is different from the earlier question.
Yeah, this is not the
player.
favorite.
That's a popularity contest. Not that this isn't.
Yep. I'm
But-
seeing a lot of greens already.
I'm
To Shane.
Hold on, let's count. Shane. It's just gonna be quick. Chase or Shane, I'll count that. Shane. A lot of me's.
Yeah, that's.
I hope you guys know this is anonymous, so
Yeah.
we don't know who me is.
Yep. So Shane with votes. We got
Shane.
Comazar. We have Chase, Comazar, Barber, Tyler, Declan Costello. That's probably another Declan vote.
That's who else?
Yeah.
Who would have voted?
Spelling his full name out.
Yeah.
Tyler Haight. That's my MVP right now.
Yeah,
Nick
I mean-
LePere, great. Zach Barber. Like that. He almost is Lamar Jackson on
You
that.
know who wrote that?
I don't think Barber wrote that.
I 1,000,000%.
I don't think
he
Barber wrote
reposted
that.
on his story the other day. Lamar Jackson.
Barber
stat.
wrote that.
Barber
wrote
1,000,000%
that.
wrote that.
Nick
You see what you're
LePere.
doing, buddy. And you know what? I hate to agree with it too because the escapability.
Oh, it's Lamar Jackson-esque. Keep
not
going
Lamar
down,
Jackson.
brother.
I just want to see. Yeah, best player. I could have definitely.
There's a lot of
agreed.
Tylers, a lot of
It's
Shanes, a
Tyler
lot
or
of
Zach.
Barbers. LePere's popping up.
LePere.
Tyler, Hacks,
Yeah. All right. Ali
Ali
T.
T, Basim, Chase
Basim,
Comazar,
Chase. A lot of
Forever.
Chase as well.
There's a Forever shout out.
Forever.
Lincoln, that's a sleeper. More Chase,
is a
Lentini, Dylan Kelly, Tyler the Hog, Tyler,
Haight, yep.
Chaser Shane, Mike Bologna.
Zach.
Barber with the barbershop emoji playing for Pacha's Barbershop.
Uh-huh.
Zach, there's 2 sides of the ball. No fly shout out. He's been kind of quiet this year.
He has been kind of
time to
quiet.
come back,
I mean,
no fly.
Yeah, it is time. I
Dylan
wanna
Kelly,
see it.
Kyle, the Hog, Gio. I'm not sure who Gio is. Hog, Forever Williams. Kyle Perucci with an X. Brian Conklin, another Shane, Louie,
Louis.
LePere,
plain
JK,
answer.
Jason Comazar, Ryan McKeon.
All right. Well, someone
We got to
needs
get him on the field. Carter
understand
Peterson
that question.
and Y-Rock. Barber, Chase, and Tyler.
It's a lot of.
A lot of Tylers. A lot of Barbers. A
people
lot
have-
of Chase. A lot of Shane.
The people have spoken, and honestly, I think right now top 3 it's Barber, Haight, and Shane.
Yeah.
easily.
And
you know?
and you could throw Chase in there too.
You could throw Chase
Yeah.
in, but your top three
Are those three?
Are those three?
Yeah, I agree.
I think Chase is definitely could
Probably
be
number
top
4.
five.
Yeah,
He could be
top 4 or 5.
Especially, I mean, if he does what he did last season.
Yeah.
We got to see.
Yep.
Anything else you would like to share?
Oh,
with us?
guys, we got some messages
This
from
could
people.
be anything.
It could be interesting.
Again, we haven't seen these,
Yep.
so we're sorry for whatever you guys
Yep.
see. No. All right.
Okay,
Thanks.
Finn Costello sucks toes. I believe it. Gerard Higgins.
Richard, no.
Richard is a joke. Balls.
Nope.
Nah. No more. Back to games. I'm getting a chip, becoming solidified best coach in the BFFL in the next years to come.
That sounds like a JJ or a Jack Sheehy. I don't know.
It could be a she.
I think a Sheehy wrote that.
Yeah,
I will be honest.
I could see that. More media coverage should be at all the games, not just some. Like in the morning games, you're guaranteed to have no one there recording or making highlights. But if it's a night game, then there'll be a stream and highlights and all that.
I agree
Very
with that.
true.
I agree
Very
with that, but
true.
it's just it's tough, man.
You got to get it. You got to figure it out.
I think they do have to figure it out. That's not for us
Summertime,
to figure
yeah,
out, but
no.
I do agree with it.
100%.
Because it's nice to have those highlights and stuff, you know, and,
Yeah,
and to
it
go
is.
back on plays and stuff. It's
All right,
good.
Let's read this one. Every coach should make a sub sheet before the game so there's no mid-game misunderstandings. Everyone gets their time to play. Or put on the contract your coach determines how much you play so there is a disclaimer to people that may not be good enough to touch the field. And when we punt, give the other team a chance to run the ball back. It would make for more highlights, maybe more injuries, which is negative, but that's your decision as the board.
There's the
Board.
I know that with punt returns and kickoffs, that was like a thing a while ago.
You
and
can't
there's-
do it. You can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. There's a reason why that's not a
Yeah,
thing.
there's a it would kind of ruin the league. Just
it would be-
punt returns as being scores.
Yeah,
like
crazy high scoring
Yeah,
games.
it
It would
would
just
ruin
you'd
it,
be
yeah.
scoring every time.
And just running
It's-
back a punt, really, like you don't want to be practicing special teams. Like it's not really showing skill if you have like a shifty guy returning punts. Besides that, I do like the rest you said.
The sub sheet's not a bad idea as
No,
well. That
or
that
the
could
playing
be,
time thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
that's
a bad
not a
idea.
bad idea.
So people aren't just sitting there doing nothing.
Pacha is good, but,
fuck, they're
they're
annoying.
Well,
Okay,
there goes that ego.
They talk shit.
You know, they like to talk. They're a lot. That team is one
Yeah.
massive
Yeah.
ego waiting
Yeah.
to explode.
This one says,
they're
yeah,
4-0?
yeah. I think there needs to be more trades or ways to shake up the roster in the middle of the season. Listen,
I mean, that's up
Coaches
to the
can
coaches.
trade.
Coaches
It's-
can trade.
yeah, it's not a rule. They can trade.
They can
It's just
trade.
nothing has happened.
Yeah, no, it's been quiet this season.
Surprisingly, some teams I think need to desperately make a trade.
So what do we got? When making the schedule, stick by the schedule. Don't change the dates and times all around, making it inconvenient for teams. Only team it should be rescheduled if weather is incredibly terrible and one or both teams don't have enough players to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Again,
that's scheduling. We
That's been the
discussed.
biggest thing on this.
Yeah,
Is I love
scheduling.
Jack Sheehy and Kyle Perucci.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
I wonder if what coach or
I
player
don't
wrote
think.
that.
Yeah, I don't think either of them said that. I think it's somebody random on the team.
I'm coming for more stats and dubs.
Good for you.
Hey, there's my guess. Pacha player.
I bet that's a Pacha player. Great job, everyone. Happy to be a part of this. There's a lot of behind-the-scene work that is done and not appreciated enough. Very true. Like
Thank
this
you.
show. This show.
Thank you.
We
that
take
was very
time out of our
nice.
days to do this.
Don't say you're not going to change game times.
Yeah, game times, whatever. We're going to skip the game times because we know it's a problem.
Yeah, it's massive. League has big issues.
But so much potential. That's true.
You do it
Um,
then.
I had a 2-day stint of.
All right.
We're not going to skip that one. We're
not
going to
gonna-
skip that
okay.
one, folks. Tom Flynn touches Kane. Oh, we're going to skip that one, folks. Sorry about reading that one. I went quick. We'll go. Media page is goated. Needs to post scores and highlights a little quicker. That is true. We will try to get them quicker. It's tough. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, we got one guy doing it, and he's got a life too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so it's not. This isn't the only thing.
Yeah, but I appreciate the input, and we're
Yeah,
going to
we
keep
appreciate-
working
and
on our craft.
if we get other people in to help out, that also could be
Yeah.
good. But right now, the best media guy is Jack, and
Yeah, he
we're
has
on
a
his
lot
time.
on his
He's got
plate.
he's got a life. That,
Yeah.
You know, that's him.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one. I'm just gonna read it. On game day, I put peanut butter on balls and let my dog lick it up till I have a rash. Maybe it works for you, brother. Keep doing what you do. If it works, keep going.
Yeah, I got to be honest with the question. Anything else you'd like to share with us? I knew it was going to.
There's
going to
be some nasty stuff.
I knew it was going to get a little nasty.
Shit gets me hyped. Facts.
Facts.
Gotta start holding on, calling holding on O-line. Already gotta wait 3 seconds.
I
That
mean,
is very true
that is-
because
I'm sure.
they do have to wait 3 seconds, and there is a lot of holding. I get these kids don't know how to block a lot of them. Like haven't played a line before and they're just playing in flag. But,
Yeah.
but you're right. Like you already have a disadvantage of having to wait 3 seconds, so they can't just hold you the whole time.
I think they should start a handicap league.
Okay,
That,
well,
maybe if we had enough players.
How about whoever wrote that? You try to form one.
Yeah.
Make it a little project. Got to cut down on flag guarding. It would be a step in the right direction to stopping the tackling and players leading with their shoulder.
Cut down on what does that mean?
I think like people
Stopping
like
just more flag grabbing.
guarding, like people who have the ball, like trying to like meet their flags.
That could be
Yeah.
a future rule. I don't know if it is right
Yeah,
now, but if it is, it's
it should
definitely not
be.
enforced. Schedule, go Pacha.
Rich loves to be dominated. I
Tom
wonder
and
which
Kilmer
way.
should make an all-time team for the next episode. BFFL been around for. That's a good idea.
We could make an all-time
We
team.
can, that's a good idea. We'll do
We
that.
could do that. We could do that.
Next episode, we'll
Yeah,
put together an
we'll
all-time
put together
team
an
for you
all-time
guys.
team.
Is players being refs? Yeah, 100% agreed. Players being refs and schedules.
Yeah.
That's the resounding answer.
Oh, you go, Tom. I'm not good at
Yeah,
computers.
you're not good at this, Nick.
Okay, and
Rich loves to be dominated. I didn't.
Yeah,
that's
I read
really
that
good.
one. Yeah, yep. We don't know which way. Rich, do you, brother?
So that's our first survey we sent
Yeah,
out. We can
and
maybe see one at the end
We
of
had
the season
we
too.
had some good results, and
But-
we'd love to go through these again. I mean,
Again, especially on a day's notice, I'm glad we got these responses back. A lot of these, are things that the league can work on,
Yeah.
and I hope that they work towards doing.
yeah, exactly. Guys, the number one issue is scheduling. Something to work on for next season. But besides that, I mean, Tom, I think we've had a pretty good episode for episode 5.
I agree.
You?
This one feels
Yeah.
like a solid one.
Yeah, it does. So, guys, listen. We got a weekend slate of games. We have 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. 4 games you could attend. So just know, be there or suck it. I'm Nick. This is Tom. Thank you for watching episode 5 of Around the Turf. Enjoy your days. Go BFFL.
We'll catch you guys next time. In the world of hair mastery and community spirit, there's no better alliance than with Sullivan and Maine. Sullivan and Maine, the proud sponsor of the Beacon Flag Football League, where expertise meets passion for the game. Join us in celebrating not just victories on the field, but the artistry of style with Sullivan and Maine, a cut above the rest. For the winning look and unwavering support, choose Sullivan and Maine. Book your appointment today, because when it's about style and community, they stand strong. Where hair meets the heart of the game.